Tommy and Pikmin Friends. The totally big treasure. All the magic words in this story start with the letter T. Tommy, Timmy, and Mike were in the forest playing with some trumpets. Timmy grabbed the trumpet, took a deep breath, and blew as hard as he could. The noise was so loud, the ground started to shake. A rock rolled down by a nearby mountain and landed right next to them. I told you guys I was the loudest, said Timmy the Red Pigman. Reginald walked by. He asked could he keep the trumpet, but Tommy was barely noticed. He was too busy looking at the rock. I wonder where this rock came from, said Tommy. Too bad rocks can't talk. But then Tommy remembered. Today's magic letter was T. He raised his magic wand and said, TAPF magic, let's hear this big rock talk. How's it going? Said the rock. I'm Roxy. I've been wanting to tell somebody about the totally big treasure. Tommy, Timmy, and Mike gasped. Everybody had heard about the treasure, but nobody knew where it was. It's buried at the top of the mountain, said Roxy. We can go dig it up, said Tommy. But there is one problem. Roxy couldn't rock. Just roll me, she said. All three Pikmin worked together to roll Roxy through the forest. They went past Reginald when he heard the word treasure. His mushroom cap perked up. He hugged the trumpet and whispered, We can sneak ahead, trumpet, and get to the treasure first. Then he raced off. Tommy, Timmy, Mike, and Roxy reached a river. How do we get Roxy across without sinking? Asked Mike. Tommy raised his wand. We just need something she can float on, like a boat or a tube. A giant rubber tube appeared, and Roxy floated safely across. On the other side, they met Isabel and Digby. Hello, friends, Isabel smiled. We're helping Roxy find the totally big treasure, said Tommy. That sounds lovely, said Digby. May we join you? Sure, said Mike. Now they were 5 friends helping together. They reached the mountain. They tried rolling Roxy up the path, but she was too heavy. Maybe put me on something, said Roxy. A T word. How about a toboggan, said Tommy. Tommy flicked his magic wand, and a toboggan appeared. Then Tommy added tires. Now the toboggan rolled smoothly uphill. They reached a giant fallen tree. Just then, Reginald appeared. What are you doing here? Asked Tommy. Trying to get the treasure, said Reginald. I mean nothing with that. Reginald started running up the path. We got to get there first, said Tommy. They tried to follow Reginald, the mushroom Pikmin. When they reached a fallen tree that was blocking the path, Reginald climbed to the other side, but the 6 friends couldn't get over it. Tommy took out his magic wand. We need a hole or a tunnel, he said. A tunnel opened in the tree, and Tommy and his friends hurried through it. They reached a rope bridge. They tried to cross it, but Roxy was too heavy. The bridge broke, and they were falling into a deep ravine. We need something soft to land on, said Isabel. And Tommy said, how about taffy? Tommy waved his magic wand, and they landed safely on a big, good, gooey pile of taffy. They were safe, but they were oh so far from the top of the mountain. Luckily, Tommy thought of another T word. Top, he cried. Poof! The six friends were instantly at the top of the mountain. Roxy showed them where the treasure was buried, and Tommy, Timmy, and Mike started digging. I can see the totally big treasure, Tommy said, but just as they pulled it out of the ground, Reginald appeared. He leapt on top of the treasure chest and rode it down the mountain. We need to get down this mountain fast, cried Tommy. He took out his magic wand and used 3 T words to help them. They tumbled, they turned, and they bounced across the river on a trampoline. They caught up to Reginald at the bottom of the mountain. Reginald, you didn't find this treasure chest. We did, said Tommy, so we get to see what's inside. They opened the treasure chest and saw a tiny box at the bottom. That's the totally big treasure? Asked Tommy. Sure, I took you guys on that big trip just for that little thing, said Roxy. I had a great time. Plus, we met you, said Tommy. He picked up the tiny box. Might as well see what's inside. He opened the little box, and a giant bouncy castle popped out, sparkling, huge, magically. It is a totally big treasure, Isabel laughed. Tommy's friends all jumped into the castle, but Roxy couldn't jump. Tommy had an idea. He waved his magic wand. Toss, he shouted, and Roxy was magically tossed into the castle. Everyone spent the rest of the day bouncing in the castle, and even Reginald in his beloved tuba.